Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name's Colin, semicolon, Brez. You know the drill. Today, I finally have my gold making cheat sheet available for you. In this video, essentially, I'm just going to introduce this cheat sheet, how it works, and then kind of show you some of the different things that you can use it for. And then, I guess, finally end out with how you can gain access to the sheet. Um, first things first, here is the sheet. So we have this first tab here, which is prices. We have the next tab, which is auctionate or shopping strings, and we have the next tab called dashboard. So first things first is those are really the only three tabs you have to look at when looking at this sheet. So the prospecting, crushing, cooking, unraveling, milling, and any other tabs that you see in the future, those are all just like the math behind what you see here. Again, those are not relevant to money making. You can certainly look at those if you're curious about the actual process that I went through to calculate all of this, but again, you don't need it in terms of just gold making as a whole. Um, so essentially, when you get this a copy of this sheet, the first thing that you're going to want to do is make a copy for yourself. So once you pull the sheet up, you will click this file button here on the top left, and then you will click make a copy. That is going to make a copy of the sheet. Um, Essentially, the reason that you want to make a copy is because that if you don't make a copy, none of the information or the cells on this sheet will be editable. But once you make a local copy of the sheet for yourself, you'll be able to make any sort of adjustments or edits on the sheet. Um, so after you make a copy, taking a look at this cell right here, it says only edit the yellow cell. So that's really important. Um, I mean, I guess it's not super important if you change the name of the item here, that's not going to be a big deal. But you really only need to adjust or edit the yellow cells. And I've tried to make that process as easy as possible. So to show you an example, I am going to copy the auctionator shopping string for my unraveling shopping list. So if I copy the shopping string, and then assuming you have the add-on auctionator installed on your computer, you would just come to the shopping tab and then click import and then paste that shopping string and then click import again. So that is going to create the shopping list through Auctionator. And then the only thing that you really would want to make sure you do is click this pencil button right next to where it says imported temporary. And it says that the pencil says make permanent. So you'll want to click that and name the sheet or name the shopping list. So I'm just going to call it unraveling since this is what the shopping list is for, is unraveling. And with this particular shopping list, it's not as important, but there are going to be some other shopping lists like the crushing one where you're going to want to go through item by item, click the pencil where it says edit item, and then check off this box that says exact search, and then click edit item again. You'll know that was successful if you see the parentheses added around each item name. And the reason that's important is so if I pull up the crushing shopping list right now, let's just take off the exact search for the Alex Strazite and then let's redo the search. So now you can see that not only is it pulling up the base gem, but it's also pulling up every cut version of that gem, which we do not want. So by clicking the exact search, it's just going to help narrow things down to just exactly what we're wanting. And like with the crushing list in particular, we're just wanting the base gems. We don't care about the cut gems. So that's kind of the base process to get shopping lists established within your game. Um, so as an example, we will just use the prices for the unraveling on the sheet. So I'm just going to make things a little bit smaller just so that we can see both sides at a time. But we will go ahead and add in all of these prices to the shopping the price sheet. Another thing that I want to highlight, it might be kind of a given for some of you, but just in case, when you're entering prices into the price sheet, you want to make sure that you always end in tenths. I believe that's the right way to say it. So essentially, if something costs 3 gold and 1 silver, again, 3 gold, 1 silver, you would want to put that price in as 0.30 or 3.01. Because, for example, let's say if you put 3.1, then the sheet is going to instead think you're putting in 3 gold, 10 silver. So if you're, again, I think this is important because this could mess up some numbers. You want to put total cents in the figures. Now you might see some of these boxes don't have like 3 digits. Some of them are 2 digits. But like this decayed wilder cloth, for example, when I last updated these prices, the price would have been 3 gold, 70 silver. So because the last digit was a zero, it shortens it. But yeah, again, that's kind of the overall gist for entering these prices. So let's enter these prices. So Frostbitten Wilder Cloth is 5 gold, 10, and you should be able to just plug in the price and then hit enter, and it'll just automatically go down to the next cell available for you to edit. So cinch wilder cloth 6.5, and then spool of wilder thread, the rank 3 is 66 silver, the rank 2 is 50 silver, and the rank 1 is 61 silver. Rousing frost is 12 gold, 19 silver. Rousing decay is 8 gold, 92 silver, and rousing fire is 5 gold, 77 silver. So now I have updated the prices for all of the unraveling. So if I go to the dashboard here, this dashboard has now updated with the current prices that I just input. So this dashboard is telling me that Frostbitten Wilder Cloth is profitable to unravel right now. Um, and if you were curious about, like, how I'm arriving at these totals, basically all of these unraveling cloths with or unravels, with the exception of singed, was done based off of 10,000 cloth. So 10,000 cloth, frostbitten wilder cloth at 5 gold, 10 silver each would be 51,000 gold. The result, so all of the rousing frost and spools that I received would sell for approximately 57,488 gold, which means that the profit would be 6,488 gold. And then what I went ahead and did is I added a section for price per rousing. So this is relevant, like for myself. For example, I do a lot of chilled rune crafting. So if I am unraveling Frostbitten Wilder Cloth with the intention of converting that rousing frost into chilled runes, I can just quickly see what my average price is going to be for per rousing frost. So I can make those price overrides within CraftSim on the chilled rune crafting just to get a better idea of my profitability. I will eventually get a section in for Awaken Frost as well. And then I added in the price per salad, price per spice, because again, salads on the side is another thing that you'll probably use in your own crafting. And so by just having a quick reference of what your cost is per salad by crafting it, that can again just make things a little bit easier for you to figure out in the long run. Um, so there's information about all of the different current gold making methods next to the gold making method, so you can just kind of get an idea of how I arrived at the numbers that are displayed. But the important thing that I want to highlight is, just because I did 10,000 crafts of frostbitten wilder cloth for it to be profitable, this is just the profit that I made, or I would make, after 10,000 crafts. That doesn't mean you have to do 10,000 crafts. So if you only have enough gold to do 5,000 uh, frostbitten wilder cloth, it's still going to be profitable for you. 1,000 frostbitten wilder cloth, it technically still be profitable. So um, you can use these numbers to see what's profitable, but then you can make adjustments in terms of the total number that you're wanting to craft, and it should still be profitable or not profitable based off of what you see on this sheet. So right now, all we have available is prospecting, crushing, unraveling, and cooking. I do eventually plan on adding more sections like milling, um, transmutes, more cooking recipes. There's a lot of different things that I want to add to this sheet, and I am going to, over time, add and update the sheet so that it's available to everybody. But I do just want to kind of highlight exactly how that will work. So because I do stream, the sheet is kind of first access available to people that have subscribed to my Twitch. So any updates will first be available to subscribers, and then I don't know how much time it'll be between an update being available to subscribers to available to everybody, but you can count on periodically I will make updates to the overall public sheets that everybody has access to. And then I certainly do plan on creating a new version of this sheet once War Within gets launched. So to gain access to this sheet, I kind of already described how it works in regards to subscribers versus not. But if you are wanting access to the sheet, if you are watching this video on YouTube, that means that this version of the sheet is available to everybody. All you have to do is join my Discord. There is a link in the description to join Discord. And then there will be a tab in there called Sheets. And you just go to that tab, click on this sheet again, and then all you have to do is make a copy to officially have a version of this sheet for yourself. Um, and then there is another channel within the Discord, Sheet Feedback. I would love any feedback from anybody using it. Maybe you find that something is incorrect on the sheet, or maybe you have some requests in terms of like, oh, well, I'd love to kind of have something similar built for this particular gold making method. Those are all kinds of things that I'd love to hear about, so that we can try to spread the knowledge on gold making methods and um, improve. I mean, that's kind of what the intention of this is for everybody to make gold, and improve their gold making game. So any shared knowledge is super awesome and super encouraged. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this sheet, or enjoys this sheet and enjoyed this video. Um, I guess one kind of last thing I do just want to touch on before I totally close out, and I did say this earlier, specifically with unraveling, but crushing and prospecting, they're both kind of under the same realm of what they do. So I tried to color code as much as possible. So if you're only wanting to look at prospecting, you only need to upgrade or update the prices in the prospecting side. Well, my apologies. Actually, you for prospecting, you would have to upgrade update the prices for both crushing and prospecting. But if you're only wanting to look at crushing profitability, you would only need to update the prices for crushing. You wouldn't have to worry about the prospecting. So it's just kind of worth looking and making sure you don't have to update, because last thing I want is for somebody to feel like they have to go through and add or update the prices of every single item on this sheet in order for just one particular section to work. That's certainly not the case. But yeah, again, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope you find this sheet valuable. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the sheet, as well as the Discord channel. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.